Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's Jacob. Just doing a quick video. I just came from H&R Block. Just asked a few questions while I was in there. We're looking over like the tax information, and by far, Uber is essentially driving for free. Like as far as taxes go, you don't owe any money on taxes. You get it all back. The reasoning is because I'll get a more detailed numbers-wise out here soon. But typically, every day I drive, I spend about $10 right off the bat on water bottles, candy, gum, air freshener, stuff cleaning the car, at least $10 a day. All that is tax-free, right? Which means your first, let's say, so you spend $10, the first $10 you make on Uber, just from that is completely tax-free. You owe no taxes on it. Then you get 50 some odd cents. Like I said, I'll get you more detailed, the exacts. 50 some odd cents per mile from the time you leave your house until you get back to your house, off of everything. This is for Uber, for Lyft, for Postmates, grub, self-employment, anything. So Uber, depending where you're from, where I was doing 90% of my driving in North Carolina, you only got 50 cents per mile. You got paid per minute too, but that's what you got. So while you're actively driving them, you were technically not even really gaining taxable income. Plus, you had to drive to pick them up. You're not getting paid for that, and it's that mileage gets all added on. So if one day I left my house, I drove 840 miles that day driving Uber. I made, it was $370 including tips, right? So already just off of mileage, all that money was tax-free. I owe zero in taxes. That's federally. Now, state-wise, still, depending on your state, you'd have to look at that. But for federal, as far as taxes goes, you don't owe anything on that. Yes, and then on top of that, like I said, cleaning the car, buying the candy, the water, everything like that, tax deduction. Mileage, tax deduction. Guess what? You need new brakes in your car. Why do you own that car? You own that car for your work. Tax deduction. My engine blew, right? We went like 6,000 some miles without an oil change. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. The oil plug fell out from the bottom of my engine, from the wherever the oil's held, and my engine blew. $6,000, tax deductible. I got the receipt. I go in there, work, right? Haircuts. You need haircuts to be presentable to work. Tax deduction. All these things are tax deductible, and essentially every penny you make off of driving Uber, Lyft, Postmates, Grubhub, unless you're getting like $100, $200 tips, which the largest tip I ever got was 45 bucks. The largest tip my wife ever got was 80. I personally believe that women get tipped more. But I mean, I might just suck, you know. But anyways, essentially all your mileage, you're just gonna make. Also, when I was in North Carolina, I lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which is 70 miles away from Raleigh. I would drive in Raleigh. So that first 70 miles, that's $35 tax deducted, and I didn't even start working yet. Technically, I wasn't on the clock on Uber and Lyft, but it still counts towards a deduction. And then when I finished and I turned my app off and I drove back, that's another 75 miles. So every day that I worked, I got $70 fucking dollars, sorry for the language, $70 tax deduction on my on Lyft and Uber, just right off, without even being on the clock yet. Now that's $75 there, $10 for the gum, for the water, for this candy and stuff like that. Then depending on the place, you know, is $2 to $5 to vacuum out the car every day, right? Someone happened to, you know, throw up or something in your car, spill water, get dirt on the seat, make your car dirty, and you put it on the Uber app. Guess what? You got to clean your vehicle again. tax deduction. Yeah, it sucks, but you know, they're going to give you bodily fluids, so like throw up or blood or something like that. I want to say it was $150 on Uber I got for when somebody threw up in my car. And I spent like $8 cleaning it up. Like, it wasn't much at all. Yeah, I wasn't able to drive for about 40 minutes, which sucked. But still, I mean, you got $150 from them, and you get a tax, and 40 of that's tax deducted. Well, what'd I say? Like $8 of that tax deducted. The rest was just extra money, which you're going to get tax deducted anyways from driving. It's amazing. If you don't know how to do this, first off, you need all your receipts for everything, right? If you don't have all your receipts for everything, you can do the taxes yourself. But places like H&R Blocks and Jackson Hewitt and all them, they might not be willing to put down the information you're saying. For instance, I didn't put down how much money I was putting into gas, right? I didn't keep all those receipts. But every day I drove, I have how much gas I put in throughout that workday, right? I have the numbers and I have those days. What I can do if I get audited, because I won't have the receipts, I can go in my bank statement, find those days, find those transactions that I spent on gas at that gas station on that day, like I said, that I have track of, and I should be good. But you want to make sure you're not audited, and you want to make sure you don't try to get over on the government, because believe me, they know exactly, for the most part, what you're supposed to be doing. And if you try to chip them, they'll get their money. They'll sue you. And you don't want to fight the IRS. It's not fun. I had them $1,000 last year because before I even drove Uber and Lyft, I forgot, I honestly forgot that I got $2,500 in moving money from the military. It's called dislocation allowance. I think it was about $2,500, and I didn't include that. And it actually offset my thing, so I owed $1,000. I owed them an additional $1,000. Which happens, and it's fine. It's not, I mean, they were cool about it. They let me know. I was like, look, I had no idea, and it was taken care of. So, but you don't want that happening. So you want all the receipts. You want to have a track of when you leave your house, what's your odometer rating? When you get home, what's your odometer rating, and how many miles is that? So if your odometer reads 40,000 miles when you left, and you come back and it's at 41,000 miles, you're gonna have that 40 and 41,000. Right next to that, you're gonna have down that's a total of 1,000 miles. Right next to that, you're gonna have that you spent $8 on cleaning your car. Right next to that, you're gonna have you spent $12 on food and snacks for the passengers. Right next to that, you're gonna have down that you spent $50 on gas, and then you're good. That's all you really need. Now, when you do your taxes, you're going to have to add all those numbers up, put it in the system. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, and you have all those receipts, go to a place like H&R Block. Yes, it'll cost you several $100s. I think I'm looking at about $300 to $350 to get my taxes done through them. But that's a W-2. That's and then 1090s, 1099s. The tax form for Uber and Lyft, I think it's 1099s. That's Uber, Lyft, Postmates, and Grubhub for my wife and me, right? So that's 7 different things. It's going to cost about $400. So if you're just doing Uber and Lyft, you're probably somewhere around, $50 to $100. Probably closer to $100. If you're sitting there and you got a W-2 in Uber, you're probably looking at around $100. I mean, it's not too expensive, but they offer for $40 an insurance package that if you do get audited, they will help you fight it, and they will pay $6,000, the first $6,000 if you actually are found, unless you lied. If they prove that you lied to them, then you're screwed either way. So don't lie to them. But if you go to them and they help you out and everything seems good, and then you get audited and they found that, there was a miscommunication or something like that, not miscommunication, but the information was incorrect and you owe them more money, H&R Block will cover that for you. And it's only like $40. So in that case, go to them. But like I said, Uber, all those contractual app businesses are essentially tax-free federally incomes, which is amazing. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to figure out some videos that are potentially catch, And this is a video that has some information and that people will find useful. And I'm starting work again tomorrow for the, finally signing in. So I don't know how often I'll get videos out. I'll still try to do as much as I can. I'm trying to think more. I'm getting more encouraged because I'm getting more viewers, more subscribers, more minutes watched. And I feel really good about it. So like I said, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for more.